And he gets rid in a hurry.
Nakata.
He's through here.
Now it's Xabi Alonso. Puyol.
Cannot be beaten that easily.
Now it's Beckham.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Oh, what a climb! He's scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Casapia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Opts for safety.
Cannavaro.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Can he get on the end of this? He's having a shot!
Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
No, he's not getting any further than that. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
Nakata. Messi. Nakata. He's Nakata! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Lee Kang-in.
Ronaldinho.
With a definite foul there.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
That's really well cleared. Driving forward.
Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Marquinhos.
Gets it away.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Pass somewhat off target.
De Bruyne.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he just about within shooting range. Taken back almost at once.
And De Bruyne! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Manchester United are looking to go forward now.
And here's De Bruyne. Nice control. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Beckham to take it as usual.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Marquinhos.
Puyol is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Played into the middle. He rises! It's in!
And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Broad smiles all round. It is indeed.
And there's the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Casapia really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
They'll want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
That's been cut out, well played.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Nakata. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Fermin tries to...
Oh, shooting chance! Off the post!
Caceres looking to provide the solidity his team so need. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time.
Nakata. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Nakata really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Now it's Villa, and it's Lopez.
And they've got rid. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. And that has been cleared. Now it's Batistuta.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
David Villa, who does have an assist to his name.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Lee Kang in. Played in. Oh, smashing header!
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
And they are pulling clear here.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Caceres tries to play it through. He's had it taken off him.
Xavi Alonso.
Ronaldinho. Can he get it through? Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Picked out brilliantly. Chance! And it's come back out to him. He's scored! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's got away. Ball driven towards the far post. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
That looks a good ball through.
Mbappe! He's got a goal!
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Manchester United grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he's quick to snatch it back.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, what has happened here? Rijkaard. Zanetti.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Alexander-Arnold. Ronaldinho. Nakata. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Batistuta.
Picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost all... Shoots! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Mbappe.
Nicely weighted ball. Swept in.
Lee Kang-in.
Can he get on the end of this? And it's Batistuta. Camavinga. And it's Camavinga.
Mbappe.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Casapia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Lee Kang-in.
Looking for the run. No, that's been intercepted. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Guendouzi. That is ended up in no man's land. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Lee Kang-in.
Spread out to the left. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Drilled in low. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Batistuta. Caceres. That's beautifully weighted. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Threads one in. Now it's Villa. De Bruyne! De Bruyne! That's tremendous! A finish right from the top drawer. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, that's a key interception.
That's going in strongly. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
De Bruyne is offering a wry smile there.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Oh, what? There's the shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolute...
Header! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Stood up well to him there. Saliba cuts out the pass. Mbappe. He's picked his way through, and that has left him in a heap. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Beckham. De Bruyne. Looking for options for movement. De Bruyne providing an outlet on... Oh, what a climb! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's become a case of men against boys. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Messi is behind this one. Messi!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He rises!
Additionnel, 3
Oh,
minutes.
he's kept it out. That's a great save.
No way through there. Now it's Batistuta. Out to the left it goes.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Great chance! Beckham. There's the whistle for half-time.
Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
And we're already back up and running after half-time. Now that is a hefty challenge. This is their second corner of the game. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And now they can spring out of defence. The referee's awarded a free kick. Guendouzi. Now it's Camavinga, and that's played in low. Lee Kang-in conjures time and space where few can. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Goes long and straight. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Lee Kang-in. Plays a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Casapia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
David Villa. And this is Batistuta. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Spread it left. Camavinga. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe receives it in a wide position. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's there to retrieve it. So we've reached the hour mark. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's definitely not his best. Defending was strong and firm. That has been cut short. Back into the middle. Played out to the left flank. Played back in. Lee Kang-in. Taken back almost at once. This looks promising, and he's on his way! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Guendouzi, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. And it's Camavinga. De Bruyne. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le numéro 13, Alexandre Pato. Le numéro 7, le numéro 10.
And he's picked out the run.
À leur place,
Terrific header! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And this is Batistuta, and Batistuta! Ivory Coast are anything but solid just now, rather exposed actually.
Well, Peter, they're renowned for their breakaways, but you do have to be risky at times.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
changement.
So, third corner of the game. Rivaldo! No, it's wide. Now it's Messi. Good pressure, determined, intense. Now it's Villa. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball, and he's in. Camavinga! It's anyone's ball now. Guendouzi, played back. Tries to pass it through. Guendouzi charging forward. The ball. Can he finish? No mistake! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Ivory Coast grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. And it's Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Rivaldo. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And the counter is on. David Villa in acres of space out wide. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, it's come loose. And he's gone backward here. He's tried one! Oh, terrific save.
Changement en cours.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Donnarumma claims comfortably. Raul. That has not gone well. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've been really impressed by this guy, Marmoush, who I expect to be amongst the goals here, Peter. He's, for me, very much the complete package. Great operating alone or in a partnership, but I prefer to see him play off somebody. That's when you really get to see his skills, not just as a finisher, but as someone who initiates.
Big chance! One-on-one! Decent chance! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
South Africa are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Chance for a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Nice sequence of passes, this. He's having a shot! Distributed tidily. Looking tidy in possession here.
South Africa definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Played in. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. De Bruyne. No, that's been intercepted. Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Lee Kang-in. And this is Marmoush. Beckham. Lee Kang-in. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Serginho. Aims beyond the defence. To Beckham. And this is Drogba. Oh, there's a probing ball. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And the pass is intercepted. Van Dijk makes the interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. Serginho. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Lee Kang-in. And it's Ødegaard. And it's Drogba. Batistuta. Batistuta goes steaming forward. Akanji. And he's managed to get free. Lofted in. Lee Kang-in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice bit of trickery. Now it's Villa. Lee Kang-in is onto this. And that has been slung wide. Baresi tries to clear. Batistuta gets flagged offside. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, super find. David Villa! Off the post! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Batistuta duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And there was his third, and boy, and the shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Casabia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Belletti. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Can he get onto this? David Villa.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's neat. Lee Kang-in. And that's been intercepted.
He read that.
He's had a shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And the game has already resumed here. Belletti. And here's McAllister. Just eases him off the ball. De Bruyne. That's Beckham. Tries to play it through. And it's with the keeper. Baresi. Van Dijk. Belletti. Drogba. And they're on him in a flash. Caceres. And it's Beckham. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Batistuta. He's away! Can he finish? A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
And we have our very first corner. It's Roberto Carlos! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Puyol kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Look at the space here, and the finish! No mistake! It is no contest, it is a landslide. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Caros espectadores, bebam de forma responsável. Qualquer indivíduo que apresente sinais de embriaguez Reforço de 5. Muito obrigado.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And it's Lam. Oh, sweet feet. Now, there's no getting past him. It's really well defended. De Bruyne did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he cuts out the supply. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Lahm. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's shifting through the gears here. Showing good feet. Roberto Carlos delivers. Lee Kang-in! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That is ended up in no man's land. Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And it's Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. So we're still where we started right now. Beckham. Lee Kang-in. No, that's been intercepted. Beckham. Lee Kang-in. And here's the chance to counter. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's got away. He's got plenty of space out wide. Big header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Van der Sar sends that a long way. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right. Lee Kang-in plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That great chance! It's in! And that was as close to certain as can be.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
After 35 minutes is...
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And it's Lahm. And that's a throw-in. Rooney will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gattuso. Nice physical challenge. Can he spark a counter here? Looking for the run. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the counter is on. He's picked his way through. Lee Kang-in's cross. Oh, he's... And the finish! He's got away with one there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge, and he's managed to get free. De Bruyne. Chance! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring.
And there is the half-time whistle. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Casapia clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. Here we go again then. Beckham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that has not gone well. He's in space and looking for options. Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. De Bruyne. Ambitious ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Platini tries to pass it through. Rooney. Lahm has it out wide and in space. And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Batistuta. And this is De Bruyne. That's tidy. Looking to play him in. Now the ball in. And he's cut it out.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
The attendance for this match
And it's
was
Beckham.
28,599.
Neymar does well to stand firm and defend it. Quality ball. Bale. And that's another good win of the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Ferdinand. And it's Lahm. Played out to the right. Lee Kang-in. So, what can they make of this? It's Roberto Carlos. Great vision. And this is Beckham. Decent chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Can he get it through? Now it's Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in goes pelting down that left-hand side. Oh, what a clap! Oh, it rattles the bar! And it's Cáceres. Here comes another cross. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Casapia have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Substitution.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the Stadium Hall.